marka موقف halkay taagan tahay uma doonayna halka Admas Borama Qalinjabi waa hadii la yiraahdo runtii inay kasii amba qaado oo hawshaasi kasii wado waa jaacad waxay productive oo jaacad soo saaray oo gedisan jaacadaha kale maanta qoladina waqti maarta qalinjabinaysa qalinjabinaysa halka u fadhiyo runtii waxa weeye waxaan arkayaa in productivity wadada soo saaray oo berita hadii la yiraahdo marka maanta soo xigtaan hadii la yiraahdo runtii aad ka qayb qaadan kartaan ama tartanka meel adag runtii aad gali kartaan because of arrimo dhowr oo shahaada jaamacad oo maartay runtii recognized oo sabab professor sheegay waxa weeye all East Africa inta ku jaamacada weyn kamid ah certificate waxa weeye maashan weeye syllabus kooda waxa weeye wadada fuqreeyo had soo barateen ayuha runtii waxa weeye ma aad loo hufay oo marka oo la garan karo istabiska qaadi kartaan markasta time management ama time framework waxa si fiican baad u qaateen time kii aad soo marteen 3 saacadood oo credit hour oo qaateen iyo 3 saacadood oo qiimo wadamtiina ma nasasho malahayn jaacado.
I would like to congratulate you all because this is a very special day, especially when you come to graduation, the first graduation. We have been graduating 3-4 times, but the feeling of the second, the third graduations are not at the same as the first one. I wish I would go back to the day when I graduated 20 days back and still feel it. That is a great joy, happiness that brings to your heart. So when I say congratulations, it is from the bottom of my heart on behalf of myself and the university. Admas in general, Admas Somaliland, Admas Ethiopia, Admas Puntland, everywhere Admas. Saying that, I want to give you a very slight background about what Admas University is. I don't have to waste your time, but just giving you a sort of background about the institution from which you graduated is vital. As you might have seen here, in the center of this logo, it says 1998. And now we are in 2018. And this 1998 October month.
Admas aan ka warhayno waxaad moodaa inay ballaarinayso qorshaheegii oo jaamacadda Admas waxa weeyaan hadda 2015kii baanu ka furnay Borama laakiin maanta waxa 3 sano kadib waxa qalinjabinaya first batch oo maanta aanu fadhinay tiiskoogii bay difaacayeen jaamacadda Admas main campus-keega wuxuu ku yaalaa Addis Ababa ayuu ku yaalaa soo kalena branch fara badan bay ku leedahay maxaa Ethiopia soo kale farac qaybna waxa ku leedahay Hargeysa qaybna Borama soo kale Puntland Garowana waxa ku leedahay branch soo kale jaamacaddu waxa u qorshaysan 2020ga inay gaadho meelo fara badan oo magaranayay waxbarashada ku fidiso sida dalka Djibouti oo la doonayo in iyadana qayb laga furo soo kale South Sudan qayb ka furan jaamacaddu waxay doonaysaa inay East Africa oo dhan bahay fiirgarayso waxbarashadeeda marka ardayga jaamacadda Admas dhigtay wuxuu fursad fara badan u helayaa dhammaan dalka kala duwan inuu jaanis ka helo haday noqoto jaanis shaqo iyo haday noqoto jaanis waxbarasho.
This describe the research, design and local of study and sampling technique and sampling size and research instrument, data collection procedure and data analysis technique that will be used in this study.
The time is near to offer, so we have to read the conclusion and recommendation to me. And our conclusion was cross-sectional steering and girls using data collection survey from this school is comprehensive. We use an questionnaire. So
my question is, you did good, but when you were doing this presentation, which kind of design you use it? Which kind of design? The design of the study?
The type of design we took it was cross-sectional survey.
I'm not going in depth to your research, but I'm going one simple question, which you were learned in your research. Can you differentiate population and sample?
The question is differentiate between population and sample. Population is a number of population that we studied, and sample is a number of population that we study from the population that we
findings. The result that comes us when we do this research, we take this one, teacher research and teaching experience. So we have two already here for their ages. Teachers which is their age less than 30 years.
Conclusion. The study found the intensive methods and of teacher subject which are the core improvement students holistic understanding and mathematical concept of the eventually enhance their performance in the subject were completely absent in the subject in classical Borama region while the most of the students.
First question is, what kind of environmental influence you had? You had met, you found. Yeah. According to your specific objectives. You have some objectives. What kind of environmental influence you have? And you told us to analyze the technological influence. Just explain what you mean the technological influence on secondary schools. And the question I asked you earlier was why you didn't add your sample size to your book. Because your sample size is not clear. You didn't mention in your book, but you mention only in the slides. That's a little bit contradiction. I think I will give you some recommendations later on, but just I found this.
And yes, we have one sample. We have a sample, but there is a typing error. Our book. So and even we can prove us to reach the 100. We can prove. So let me to tell you first environmental impact and technological impact. So there is when we talking technological for this for the last decades, technological has main influence or has main impact to the education, because when a child or a guy who is secondary level uses his cell phone, he can use anything. Why he use it? For us, we use technology.
Book, the network designing is from the Admas University communication system. It is contained to the levels of users. Organization level and user level, network designing and cool, or office network designing, computer lab designing.
I will give you a simple overview of our project. This network design is related to our university, Admas University. The network contains two levels: administrator level, who controls the network, and user level, the people.
Number one, you didn't tell us. As we know, network can. Which kind of network are you using? Wired or wireless network? Number two is, what IP address are you using? IP6 or IP4? That's my questions.
Let me answer the first question. I use the network both wired and wireless networks. And the second question, I also use IP version 6 for IoT devices and IP version 4 for network devices, like,
which means a local area network, but the connectivity will be in a wireless manner. So now, for example, the section that, for example, in the lab, the computer lab, we have multiple computers in that side. And we have, for example, computers that are available in the office, or, for example, you say the restaurant. Maybe in the restaurant you have one computer to store the data or something like this. So how the connectivity between, do we have any connectivity between?
Because this network or the university has main router. If section is connected in this router, so this section can connect this section.
iyo sida fiican u soo diyaariyay